Have you ever heard a story so strange, so unsettling that it crawls under your skin and stays there? A story that defies all logic and leaves you questioning the very fabric of reality. Today we are journeying into one of those stories, a tale of a place that was there one day and gone the next. This is the mystery of the village that simply vanished. Imagine a small, secluded community nestled deep within a forgotten valley, far from the bustling highways and the noise of the modern world. Let's call it London. For centuries, London was a picture of tranquility. Its people lived simple lives, their days governed by the rising and setting of the sun, their history woven into the very soil beneath their feet. They were a tight-knit group known for their unique traditions and a quiet, self-sufficient way of life. Travelers who stumbled upon it spoke of a place that felt like it was from another time, a living, breathing piece of history. Then, one crisp autumn morning in the late 1920s, a traveling merchant made his usual seasonal trip to London to trade goods. But when he arrived at the familiar turnoff, something was profoundly wrong. The well-trodden path leading to the village was overgrown, as if it hadn't been used in decades. A strange, heavy silence hung in the air, replacing the usual sounds of children playing and the blacksmith's hammer. As he pushed his way through the brush, his heart began to pound where the bustling village square should have been. There was nothing, no houses, no church, no tavern. Just an empty clearing dotted with the faint moss-covered foundations of buildings that looked ancient, as if they had been abandoned for centuries, not just overnight. The merchant, bewildered and terrified, fled back to the nearest town and told his incredible story. At first, no one believed him. How could a village of nearly 300 people just disappear? But his genuine panic was undeniable. A small search party was organized, comprised of skeptical lawmen and curious locals. When they reached the location he described, they found exactly what the merchant had claimed, an empty expanse of land where a living village once stood. The scene was baffling. There were no signs of a struggle, no evidence of a fire, a flood, or any natural disaster. The personal belongings that should have been scattered everywhere in a hasty evacuation were gone. The furniture, the tools, the clothes, the food in the pantries all vanished. It wasn't just that the people were missing. The entire physical substance of their lives had been erased. The only things left were the stone foundations of their homes, weathered and aged far beyond their time, and an eerie, echoing silence. It was as if London and its inhabitants had been carefully and completely lifted from the face of the earth. Investigators were stumped. They interviewed people from neighboring towns. Some recalled London, describing its residents as friendly but private. Others claimed to have never heard of it, despite living only a day's walk away. The official records were just as confusing. Census data from previous years clearly listed London and its population. Tax records showed payments, but now it was as if the village was being erased from history itself. The paper trail grew fainter the further they looked. As weeks turned into months, the story of the vanished village became a local legend, a ghost story whispered. Around campfires, theories began to surface, each one more fantastic than the last. Some believed the villagers had uncovered something ancient and forbidden in the nearby hills, a gateway perhaps, and had willingly stepped through it into another world. This theory was fueled by local folklore, which spoke of thin places in the valley where the veil between worlds was weak. Could the entire community have participated in some mass mystical ritual? Another, more sinister theory suggested an unknown external force. In an era of burgeoning technology and secret government experiments, some speculated that the villagers were unwitting subjects of a new, terrifying weapon, one capable of disintegrating matter or teleporting it elsewhere. This idea, while sounding like science fiction, gained some traction among those who distrusted the march of progress and the secrets held by those in power. Without any evidence, however, it remained pure speculation, a dark thought in an already dark mystery. Perhaps the most haunting theory was that London never truly existed in the first place, at least not in our time. Could it have been a time slip, a momentary overlap of the past and the present? Maybe the merchant and other visitors who saw it had temporarily slipped back 100 years, interacting with a ghost of a village long gone. This would explain the aged foundations and the lack of any modern debris. It suggests that London wasn't a place that vanished, but a memory that briefly and impossibly became real. Decades past, the forestry claimed the clearing where London once stood. The story faded from headlines and became a footnote in the annals of the unexplained, yet the mystery endures. To this day, hikers and explorers who venture into that remote valley report strange phenomena. They speak of hearing faint echoes of laughter on the wind, the distant clang of a blacksmith's anvil, or the scent of wood smoke, where no fire exists. Some claim to see fleeting shadows in their peripheral vision, shapes of people going about their daily lives, only to vanish when looked at directly. It's as if the village left behind a psychic impression, a permanent echo of its existence imprinted on the landscape itself. The disappearance of the village of London is a powerful reminder that there are still profound mysteries in our world. It challenges our understanding of time, space, and reality. Were they victims of a cosmic anomaly, participants in a secret exodus, or simply the characters in a story that wrote itself into and then out of history? We may never know the truth. The village and its people are gone, leaving behind nothing but a chilling question: how can something and everyone in it simply cease to be? The silence from that empty clearing is the only answer we have, and it's a silence that speaks volumes. What do you think happened to the lost villagers? Let me know your theories down in the comments below. I'd love to read them. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, please give this video a like and subscribe for more journeys into the unknown. Thanks for watching and stay curious.